guys, welcome back to Patch.
Welcome back.
Got another mouse review for y'alls. You know, you guys already know we like gaming mice. So this is the G-Wolf Skoll, right? So if you guys care, here's the box. It's a little lid box and
actually nice packaging. To be
really
honest.
nice
They
packaging.
did a good job with that. Yeah.
And look at this. It's like a metal box. Kind of reminds me of like a old school like collector's item or something, you know? And then there's some
Pretty cool.
some artwork in there. The mouse was actually in here, and then you get some extra skates as well. That's really cool. That's a nice little touch.
Yeah.
So yeah, here is the G-Wolf Skoll. It's $75 on Amazon. So if you guys want to get this, we'll leave a link in the description box. Let's get it started off with the shape. So this is an ergonomic mouse. Most of the mice that we've tested so far are ambidextrous, you know, so you can use it with right and left hand. But this is a right-handed mouse, and what do you think about it?
I think it feels good. So it's
Feels good, yeah.
I prefer a palm grip. Certain games I prefer fingertip. It really just depends. But this mouse, since it's a large mouse, it's very, very easy to palm. It's like a ergonomic version of the G Pro Wireless, which is one of my favorite mice of all time, and it weighs a lot less, which is nice.
Yeah.
And it's pretty paracorded.
So like I have a small hand. Like if you palm, I would say, because I have a small to medium sized hand, and I measured it, it's like 174 millimeters long in length, and if I palm it, my fingers like go over the mouse. So if you palm and you have a large hand, I would not recommend it if you mind like your fingers hanging off. If you fingertip or claw, you should be fine, even if you do have large hands. And yeah, it's like what Lucas said, if you palm, this is great. It does have an irregular shape because the hump is kind of like toward the left side, where your thumb and index finger is. So it kind of has that natural motion that the MX Vertical has, where it kind of like tilts your hand a little bit, and that just feels great. But I'm a fingertip user, fingertip / claw grip, and when I'm trying to move it a little bit, I can feel this hump moving against like the palm of my hand right here, and it just kind of blocks it, especially when I'm trying to go down, like flick down or like track down. So like I didn't really like it as much as far as the shape goes for my style of play, but it definitely, I would say, if you have a smaller hand / medium and you palm grip, the shape is going to be awesome.
Yeah, this guy is definitely made to be palmed, for sure. I mean, there's only going to be buttons on the left side, on the right, of course, because it's ergonomic mouse.
Yes.
But actually, let's dip into the next category.
Yeah, so moving on to the weight. We weighed this. It says on their site it's what,
66 grams.
Yeah, so give or take 66, 67 grams. Super light. Of course, it follows the trend of, super light gaming mice with the honeycomb structure within the
just like a hair lighter than the Model O.
Yeah, like
just a hair.
Like
1 gram.
Yeah, 1 to 2 grams lighter. Yeah. But yeah, it feels super light.
Imagine like an ergonomic version of the Model O, but for palm grip.
Yes, definitely.
It's kind of like that. Is what it reminds me of.
Yes.
It's super nice. Huge arch.
Huge arch in
there.
It's more in the middle, like Lucas said.
Definitely.
Reminds us of the G Pro Wireless a lot.
Yeah.
So
and there's also nice. They got the nice finger grooves for your left and right mouse button. So I mean that's sort of like the Razer Classic, but they got it on here, which is actually nice. Just a nice little feature. There's not a whole lot of wiggle on the buttons, which is good. That is an issue that's actually been happening a lot lately with just a lot of button wiggle.
Yeah.
So nothing like that anymore.
Yeah. So moving on to the sensor.
Sensor is going to be the 3360 sensor. So we've seen this in other mice, so you're going to see this in the S2. We've seen this in a lot of other mice that we reviewed actually. So common sensor, again, really with gaming mice, you can't really tell a difference in the sensors.
No,
they're all fast.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. The glides on this bad boy are black, so I was like, oh, they're probably just regular, skates. But then they're actually really fast.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's as fast as Hyperglides or the Model O, but it's definitely faster than just regular stock glides that you see on like Logitech mice or the Zowie mice or even the Razer Viper. So you have 5 skates, I would say. So you have 4 in each corner of the mouse, and then you have 1 on the bottom here, which is kind of
very strange bottom skate there.
But of course, if you do wear them down, you have extra skates. That's really cool. So yeah, the stock skates on this are very, very fast. All right, the buttons / scroll wheel. So the right and left mouse button very clicky. I would say the travel distance is perfect for me, you know.
It's like medium.
It's medium, yeah. I didn't find myself double clicking that much like I do in like my Logitech mice, especially the G Pro Wireless. So the travel distance, you definitely don't accidentally double click, and also the actuation force isn't too much.
Yeah, it's not too terrible.
Yeah.
You definitely have to be intentional when you're pressing down, which I like.
And also, you know, the Razer Viper, how it feels mushy. This doesn't feel mushy at all. It has a really fast rebound back. The Razer Viper, for example, has a really slow rebound. That's why it feels a little mushy to me. So yeah, the left and right button are really, really nice. Also, the side buttons here on the left are very clicky, feels nice, tactile.
They're nice large buttons, easy to press, which is good.
Exactly. And you do have a lot of space here on the bottom of the mouse here for your thumb to rest. And if you want to click your side buttons, you have to bring your thumb up, which is good because you know you don't accidentally press it sometimes. You know,
it's nice on the right side too. You got room for both your ring finger and your pinky finger to rest on there. So it's super nice. The ergonomics on this mouse, as it should be with an ergonomic mouse, is just very nice. Fits nice in the hand.
Yeah, and also the side buttons do protrude out just a little bit as well. So that's also a nice feature of the side button. The scroll wheel have pretty big steps. Very easy to scroll. You know, it doesn't take too much force to scroll it.
There's defined points in that scroll wheel too. So that's nice to have. Some of these scroll wheels are too mushy where like you push it and it'll over scroll or under scroll. This one's very, very defined steps, so it's nice. It'll stop when you want it to stop.
Yeah, and also the scroll wheel click is very nice as well. Alright, moving on to the cord. Of course, the G-Wolf Skoll comes paracorded.
Very nice paracord too.
Yes.
I didn't feel it. I would say it's definitely better than the Viper. The Viper I could still feel the paracording a little bit.
Yeah.
This definitely is on par with, I would say, the Model O.
Yeah.
As far as the paracording goes, I couldn't feel it at all. You don't need a mouse bungee with this.
For some reason, the weave feels like really similar to the Viper, but it just bends so much easier than the Viper that, you know, you don't feel it at all. So it feels like the Model O where like you just can't feel it, you know? So you don't need a mouse bungee or anything. You can just, you know, just play with it and you're good to go. You know, just plug it in and play. Alright, moving on to the build quality of this mouse. That's where I would say that this mouse kind of suffers. There's no weakness in this honeycomb structure, which is a good thing, you know? Like I tried pressing it down on, you know, where the holes are, and there's really no give, which is a good thing. But the actual plastic feels kind of cheap.
Yeah,
you know?
it's really it's so weird because it's almost like reverse psychology in a way, because its structural integrity is really good.
Yeah, it's
very good, but then in the hand it just feels like it's cheap for some reason. It doesn't feel like the build quality is that high.
Yeah, and also I mean, I do like this material though, like where it's like dark gray on top of the mouse. It has a really raspy type of texture
to it. It's like grainy almost.
Yeah, grainy, kind of like sandpaper, almost like a really fine sandpaper. But it just feels a little cheap in our opinion. You know?
That's honestly just nitpicking. That's one of the very, very few problems with this mice.
It's not even a big deal, you know, because like it gives you grip and stuff. It just feels a little cheap. Is all we're saying, you know.
Yeah. So as far as the durability goes, there's really not any issues. Like there's not any button wobble on there. The side buttons are fine. Everything's really, really sound on this guy. I mean, there's no movement. There's nothing wiggling around in there. Cord solid, the USB port solid. Really, everything about this mouse it's really good. Yeah. No issues as far as the mouse wheel goes. None of our buttons have gave way. And I've been playing on this actually a lot today. I did like a 3-hour live stream today with it, and no issues to speak of. So build quality, solid.
Yeah, and also my favorite part of this mouse, it doesn't really matter for, you know, the performance of the gaming mouse, but it's so dope, and that's the RGB. And you have so you have two strips, two lines on the bottom of the mouse, and I feel like, in my opinion, it looks a little bit better than the Model O because, well, when the lights are on, you can there's like a little underglow, you know, on the mouse. It just looks so cool. And then of course there is a DPI button on the left. There's no light indication to tell you what DPI you're on, so you kind of have to guess. But of
real gamers can feel it.
Yeah, exactly. And of course, you can also use your software, which we'll get into. But the button on the right controls light. So if you press the button on the right, you can kind of scroll through like what type of light setting that you want. So you can just literally just plug and play on this mouse. You don't even need to download their
there's-
software.
Software is optional.
Yeah,
Which is nice.
There's this really cool one where when you click, the light comes on.
Yes.
That I really like
that
that
one. I was playing with that one all day
that
because
was cool.
I actually
That was
installed the software for it. I thought the software was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Basic functions, obviously, you can macro and all that stuff. But literally, if you left click, it turns on the left light, and then if you right click, it turns on the right light, and it just like
dope.
shoots across.
Yeah.
And it's an underglow effect. So cool.
So
So
cool,
if you
so
like, if you're one of those people who thought maybe the Model O was a little overkill with the RGB on there, you will love this mouse.
Yes.
It's so cool.
But yeah, so $75 for this mouse. I'd say that's medium price. Not super cheap like the Model O for $50, and then not very expensive like the G Pro Wireless for $150. So yeah, is this a good mouse? Awesome.
I would say,
Awesome.
honestly, I would
really
say
like
like if you've already got the Model O and you want to try like something ergonomic, you're gonna love this mouse.
Yes.
I mean, if you're not usually like a palm grip user, I definitely recommend to try it. I mean, $75, it's a good price for it. It's not like anything crazy too expensive, but I mean, it's comes paracorded, stock glides are good, build quality's good, 66 grams, and no durability issues to speak of. RGB is sick. There's honestly not a whole lot of problems with this mouse that we could find.
My time with it, I enjoyed it, but of course, I don't think I'm gonna use it like all that much because of the shape and just how it doesn't fit my style of play. So if you have a small to medium sized hand and you're a palm grip user, then this is probably one of the best mice that you can get if you're looking for a very light ergonomic mouse. So anyways, that's our review. We totally recommend it, and if you guys want to get it, we'll leave a link in the description box. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next one.
See you in the next one.